Hello, namaste. My name is Laura, and today I would love to guide you through and demonstrate several different movements of the spine that you can find from seated. So these movements are so supportive as they help to cultivate a sense of ease, to bring us home to a freedom from tension in the physical body. It's also very relaxing to move through these postures on a deeper level, a more emotional and mental level, when we connect with the breath and move with intention and awareness. Helps to deepen our body awareness as well. And know that anytime that you're practicing, say you are in a class and folks may be seated on the floor, coming into a chair, you can find these postures in just mostly the same way. So you can adapt your practice from seated in a chair anytime, whether you're practicing in a group setting or virtually. And these postures can be done on their own as well as a little mini practice. So let's dive in. And you can start by finding a comfortable seat. So you might join me in a chair today. And begin to cultivate a sense of length through the spine. So you might welcome the felt sense of rooting through the sits bones, rooting down and even through the feet in order to grow up from those roots, to grow up tall. If it's helpful, you can begin by tilting the pelvis slightly, so rocking just the pelvis. You might even use your hands in this way, touching the front and back of the area of the sacrum, rocking forward and back. And start to notice here that when you rock back, it's like the tailbone scoops downward, almost like it's curling toward your knees. When you rock forward, the pubic bone, you might sense it tipping forward and upward. So rocking forward and back. And then can you start to notice, let your movements get a little smaller and smaller, and start to notice here a balance between those two places where you feel rooted through sits bones, and you might imagine the tailbone drawing downward now. Tailbone drawing downward. From here, from this root, you grow up tall. You could even touch the top of your head and feel the crown of your head reaching up. Imagine here that you're keeping the back of the neck long, so you're not lifting your chin. Good. You might even close your eyes. So the tailbone reaches downward, the crown of the head draws upward, and we find our first spinal movement. A sense of neutrality. You honor all the natural curves in the spine. A sense of elongation. You may even wish to visualize here the vertebrae in the spinal column with a little bit of space between each vertebrae, as if you're intentionally stacking them one by one and then drawing them away from one another, creating space. The first spinal movement, elongation. And let's take a deep breath in here and a full breath out. Deep breath in, reach the shoulders up toward the ears. Full breath out, let the shoulders relax down slowly. Down and away from the ears. Do that again. This time on the inhale, reach your shoulders forward and upward. Exhale, reach them back and down. 3 more times. Rolling shoulders forward and up. Inhale. Back and down. Exhale. Once more. Pausing with the shoulders reaching back and down. Then inhale, lift the chin away from the chest. Exhale, draw the chin down toward the chest. So just a little bit of warming, stretching through the neck. Inhale, chin lifts. Exhale, it lowers. Move to your own degree. So when we are stretching the neck, we are connecting with the cervical spine, the area of the spine that lives from the base of the neck to the base of the skull. So warming here, loosening up a little bit, and remember to only move within your natural, comfortable range of motion. Let the chin rest heavily toward the chest. Take a deep breath in as right ear draws toward right shoulder. Exhale, chin toward chest. Inhale, left ear toward left shoulder. Exhale to center. Flowing with breath. Good, come back to center. Now this time, chin tucks toward chest. Inhale, reach your arms out and up toward the sky. Exhale, let the right arm sweep out and down as you stretch up and over toward the right side. Inhale to center. You can reach your arms up if that's comfortable. Exhale over toward the left. So again, we'll follow the rhythm of our inhalations and exhalations. Notice what feels good in your body. Arms don't have to reach up if that's not feeling right. You can have your arms at your sides and still create lovely lateral stretches now from side to side, like a crescent moon shape through the spinal column from crown to tailbone area. Often this part of a yoga practice is found at the beginning of a class, and it's a movement that's found with breath because we are warming the body, so a flow is lovely and supportive for that. And in Sanskrit, this time is called building the sacred fire, or pratapana. If at any point you wish to pause, to linger in a stretch, one of your lateral stretches, you can anytime. You may take a couple of deep breaths and notice how it feels to open through the side body without collapsing into the opposite side. So can you maintain an awareness of lifting the low rib away from the pelvis there? And you could even pause on the opposite side. Remember to adapt if this doesn't feel comfortable for your shoulder. You can find different variations. Take one more full breath in and out wherever you are. Then inhale to center, arms can reach back up again. Exhale, rotate towards your right side now. Let your arms just draw down wherever they land. Inhale, sweeping through center. Exhaling toward the left. Moving with your breath. Imagine your spine in rotation here. Could you visualize? You might close your eyes and visualize your spine rotating. Those vertebrae rotating from side to side like a cord, twisting, turning. Or from the shoulders and hips, even to the ears, you could imagine a corkscrew type movement. Again, if you feel the call to pause on one side, you can land there and breathe. In the twists, we allow the shoulders to draw down and back and pay extra attention to whether or not you may be leaning. So we want to imagine here that the crown of the head, just as best as our body geometry might allow, the crown of the head is still floating above the area of the pelvic floor as you rotate toward the side. So no leaning or reaching, just gently turning. Inhale to center. Exhale to the opposite side. And you may pause there. Feeling the shoulder blades drawing toward the spine as you open the heart. You may look over your shoulder. Beautiful. Come back to center. Deep breath in. You could sweep your arms up. Exhale, draw them out and down. And let them land on the thighs or knees. Notice here, if you're seated in a chair, we want to make sure that we have a little bit of room behind us. You might scooch forward. And start here with the neutral spine, the elongated position. Tailbone rooting downward. You might tilt a little bit to feel the low back smoothing out. Crown of the head lifts. Take a deep breath in here. Sense the length of your spine. And as you exhale, navel draws in toward the spine. Inhale, heart draws forward. You can slide your hands back toward the hips. Exhale. Hands draw toward the knees. Navel moves in toward spine. Inhale, hands slide back. Shoulders, elbows reach back as heart opens forward. Exhale, navel draws in. You could start rounding your back if that feels safe and comfortable for your body. So just honoring if there's any spinal arthritis or low bone mineral density in the spine, then we would skip rounding the back and just stay with a little navel tuck. We can all inhale and draw forward, arching the spine softly. Exhaling into your cat stretch. Notice that when you arch the spine, it's a nice smooth arch. So you're not bringing it all into the neck or all into the low back. A smooth arch. A few more rounds. These movements are called spinal extensions on the inhale and flexions on the exhale. Good, let's breathe in. Feel the crown of the head reaching up. You might imagine it like a helium balloon floating upward. But you're so rooted here as if you have this string attached to that balloon. That there's this sense of spaciousness, lightness, but also a sense of grounding and connection. Taking just a few breaths to notice how you feel in this moment. In the neck, shoulders, maybe across the chest or upper back, around the waist or the low back, just checking in. Noticing what you notice. So all together we explored 7 movements of the spine. The elongation at center, lateral stretches from side to side, twisting from side to side rotation, and extension and flexion, those spinal movements. So I hope you enjoyed this mini practice. It can help to inform your yoga practice at large, but also this series can be done as a nice way to center and connect with your body, come home to ease in the body and mind. And yes, it's just a lovely mini practice. If you have just 10 minutes for yoga, this is a great place to begin and to dive in from. Please let me know if you have any questions or comments in the comment section below the description of this video. And thank you so much for being here. I am excited to let you know that I do teach chair yoga virtually each week. So this class is available around the world, wherever you are in the world. It's at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that might convert to a different time depending on where you live on the planet. But know that these classes are recorded, so you have access to each and every class whenever you wish. And all of this can be found in the online yoga studio that I am a faculty member of, the School of Living Yoga online studio. And if you're interested, if this online studio sounds like something that you might be interested in, there's lots of nourishing practices each and every week. Meditations, yoga nidras, deeply restorative yoga classes, then do check out the description below, and I have a link for you for a free week trial. And I would love to see you in the studio and to hear from you in the comments and to see you again in videos on this channel. So thank you again. Bye for now. Namaste.